Hello and welcome, my name is Kyle FtW and welcome back to another Black Ops Cold War video. Today, we are back with another Prestige video, and I just hit my 7th Prestige here in the game, which is pretty darn crazy. Took me not that long, actually. So as you guys know with these Prestige videos, I go through all of my classes, my stats, and all of my unlocks, and then I go ahead and purchase something in the Prestige store. So again, just like I did in my last video, I actually went through things very quickly in my last video, so I'm hoping to do that for most of these videos in the future, because I know that they take a very long time and they're pretty darn boring in all reality, but I just like sharing my stats with you guys. And if there's any way you want to critique this video in any way, maybe omit me talking about the classes, if you guys just want to see my stats, or have me talk about or do you use my Prestige unlock, whatever you guys want me to do is up to you. But I do have timestamps in these videos that show you guys each and every individual thing. If you guys want to, just in case you guys want to just watch one particular thing, I split up these videos into my classes, into my stats, and then into my Prestige store unlock, just so that it makes it a little bit easier for you guys watching. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into my stats first, because I think that is one of the quicker things to go through. So starting off here with my combat record, I am, of course, Prestige 7, level 100 in Season 2, which is very cool. I really do like that Prestige emblem. A little bit of a weird fun fact for you guys, the Prestige 7 icons in Call of Duty are some of my favorites, all the way from Modern Warfare 2 all the way to Black Ops 1, Black Ops Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, etc. Really just like the 7th Prestige icons for really no real big reason. I just really like them. I know it's kind of random, but whatever. Anyways, the time played I have is 4 days, 9 hours, and 49 minutes, so it took me that long to get to Prestige 7, which I'm not sure. I think that is faster than most Call of Duty games that I've ever been in, and I think it's because of the new leveling system. In previous Call of Duty games to Prestige, you had to start from level 1, which had very quick XP, all the way, and then you finish at level 55. Obviously there were Call of Duties that had higher levels, which took longer to Prestige in. I'm just talking about Treyarch Call of Duties at the moment, but you started off at level 1 and then went all the way up to level 55, and it took me, I think on average in most Call of Duty games to get to Master Prestige, it took me about 6 to 10 days of playtime. So definitely getting through the Prestige is a lot quicker here in this game, and I think that's because you get a flat earn rate once you hit level 1, Prestige 1. So anyways, I digress. That's pretty cool that it took me that little of time. I played 1,064 games. I have 339 wins to 536 losses, which averages out to a 0.73 win-loss ratio. That is not the best. Again, I wish that it was about a 1. That was my goal this year, but it's very hard to get a 1 win-loss ratio unless I played free-for-all pretty much constantly. But because I play Domination and I play TDM and I play Kill Confirmed, a lot of the time solo with carry-based matchmaking more than skill-based matchmaking, it can be very difficult to win games, and that is why I only have a 0.73 win-loss ratio. For my elims to death ratio, I have a 1.88. Again, that dropped a tiny bit. Again, I'm trying to get that up to a 2, but I don't think that will happen until I get all of my weapons diamond in the game that I want to get. So, but of course, by the end of the year, I'm hoping to have a 2 KD. We'll see what happens, I suppose. I have 23,308 kills. That's pretty good. My score per minute is a 635 because of the new score streak system in this game. I have an average of 22 elims per game, and my highest kill streak is a 27. If you guys missed that video, I will leave that link down below within the description, because it was my nuclear fail video, essentially. It was a weapon comparison, but the second gameplay of that video was actually a nuclear almost. Again, that 27 gun streak. Oh, so close. I was so close to getting a nuclear, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get it. As for my top 3 weapons, I have the AK-74U, the Milano, and the MP5. All of them are a little bit of a high 1 KD. And then I think my best weapon in the game is down here with the LC-10, the AUG. And that's pretty much it. Those are my 2 best weapons in the game, believe it or not. So that's pretty darn cool. Again, there's so much stuff here. My most used equipment is the stim shot, of course. My Semtex is my most used lethal, and then C4 is slowly getting up there. I've been using a lot of C4 lately. It's just so fun. Reminds me a lot of the Black Ops 2 C4 in a way. I mean, it's not as good. I mean, I don't think any C4 can ever be as good as the Black Ops 2 C4. You could literally throw it in the air burst, and get a ton of kills, but it's still pretty good, and it's still definitely pretty useful. For my score streaks, the most I've used, my top 3 are actually non-lethals, believe it or not, which is kind of interesting. The War Machine, use this all the time. Best streak in the game to get your streaks. So it's one of those bridge streaks that is just so good. I have 153, or I have 762 kills with that. the cruise missile with 371 kills, and the gunship with 221 kills. I mean, look at that average kills per use, 8.84 kills per use, which is pretty darn good. My personal best is 23 kills. This is a great streak in this game. I highly recommend giving this streak a go if you guys have not already. Yes, it's a high streak. It takes 10,000 score to get, but trust me, it is amazing. You will do really well with it, and it definitely deserves the title of the best streak in the game. Yes, it can sometimes be destroyed by a air patrol, which is really unfortunate, but if you don't have that in your lobby and you're playing on a map like Satellite or a map like Cartel, it can absolutely destroy enemies, and it is absolutely so much fun to use. For the field upgrades, field mic is my most used. Don't really use anything else besides that. All this kind of other stuff is I don't really use that much at all. I've played my domination is my most played mode, then kill confirmed, followed by TDM. These are the modes I play all the time. Domination, I have a 0.59 win-loss ratio. Again, it's very hard to win this match solo. So incredibly difficult. It is just brutal, honestly, playing this mode by yourself. But, you know, I still have a lot of fun playing it. It's by far my favorite mode in Call of Duty at the moment, ever since Modern Warfare 2019. I just, you know, TDM just is not that good of a mode to me anymore. I just don't like how campy it is, and it's been campy in every Call of Duty. Took me a very long time to realize that. Next, for all of my stats within Domination, I have a 0.59 win-loss. Pretty bad, I know. Again, that's just what happens when you play solo. Very difficult to win. 608 score per minute, 13,000 kills, which is well over half of the kills I have in this game. A 1.9 unlimited death ratio, not bad at all. Average kills per game, 27, and I have 11,000 full kills. No, that's not counting my my eliminations, which is essentially the EKA system. Kill confirmed, I have a 0.98 win-loss ratio. Very happy with that. Actually, fun fact, on Nuketown in kill confirmed, I have like an 8 win-loss or something. I have never lost on kill confirmed in Nuketown, which is pretty funny. I know it's kind of weird, but I have 714 score per minute, 4,000 kills, or 4,000 eliminations, a 1.96 KD, average eliminations per game are 23, and then my kills are and then I have 3,575 kills. So obviously Domination is way my most played mode. Just kind of how the ball bounces with this game, with the systems in place. But yeah, very happy with the 1.96 KD there, and my average kill streak per game is a 6. So again, I'm pretty happy with my kill confirm stats in all reality. Domination stats are kind of ugly, but if you look at my KD and everything like that, shows you guys that I definitely try my best to win. It just is unlucky that, you know, I play solo all the time. For TDM, I have an actual 1.0 win-loss ratio. Who would have thought? I have a 718 score per minute. My limbs, I have 3,000 kills, a 1.83 kill death or limbs to death ratio, average of 21 kills per game, 2,710 kills, and then my average kill streak is a 5. I don't play TDM that much, but when I do, I tend to do all right. I don't do amazing all the time, but when I do play, I tend to do decent, you know, pretty close to a 2 KD in all of my top 3 modes, and then it kind of just goes down from there. Don't really play any other modes down here, but yeah, you know, this game doesn't. I really miss modes like Demolition, modes like War, modes like Capture the Flag. Those modes are just kind of fun to play. I know that Capture the Flag has been a competitive mode for a long time, but it's kind of fun to play that mode every once in a while, and I really, but the mode that I miss the most is War, and I actually do have a video coming here pretty soon about War as a game mode, and I'm excited to make a video on that here pretty soon. Now that is all out of the way, that took me way longer than I thought it would, but now let's go ahead and jump into my classes. I'm going to go through these as fast as I can. Just going to go through the primary and the secondary one time. Well, I'm going to go through the primary and its attachments first, which is different with every class. Then the Diamati's I'm going to go through once, and then I'm not going to cover it again. Same with all this stuff here. So starting off here with my very first class, I have my XM4 class. Now this was a professional AR for a while until they actually got rid of it in the professional and switched to the QBZ. Fun fact for you guys, but it's still a great AR and one of the best weapons in the game in my personal opinion. For the sights, this is pretty much the pro loadout besides a couple of attachments because I don't have the right wild card. But anyways, I have the Micro Flex LED sight, the infantry compensator, the 13.7-inch Ranger barrel, the field agent grip, and finally the Raider pad. Super beast weapon. Absolutely love it, and it's definitely my favorite AR in the game. For the Diamati's, this is my go-to secondary. I have the dual wield with the SOCOM Eliminator muzzle, the 7.2-inch Task Force barrel, the SWAT 5 MW laser sight, the Salvo 30-round fast mag, and finally the dual wield attachment. Beast secondary, by far the best one in the game. may get this gold. We'll have to see. For my tactical and lethals, I have the stim shot and the C4 with the field mic as my field upgrade. Then for my perks, I have flak jacket, tactical mask, assassin, scavenger, ghost, and ninja. For this next prestige, I actually really want to start using quartermaster a lot more. Assassin is a great perk that can really get your streaks a little bit faster, but quartermaster is also really good because it recharges your equipment over 25 seconds. Why this isn't with scavenger, I have no idea, but I wish that. But it's a really good perk, so I'm going to try and use that a little bit more this prestige. I've also, as I said earlier, I started to use C4 a lot more in this prestige as well. Next, we have my Krig class. This is, again, I believe, another professional loadout, as you know, as much as I tried to get it to be. Obviously, the SOCOM Eliminator isn't allowed in professional, but the Infantry Compensator is, so it's a little bit different, but not that much. For the sight, I have the Microflex LED sight, the SOCOM Eliminator barrel, the 19.7-inch Ranger barrel, the Field Agent grip, and finally the Raider stock. Very good class here. Again, same thing, Diamati's there. Then I have the stim, then all that stuff is the same as well. Now we're jumping into my favorite weapons in the game, the SMGs. Absolutely love them. The Milano, you guys already know, is my favorite SMG in the game. For the class, I have the Sound Suppressor, the 10.1-inch reinforced heavy barrel, the Field Agent grip, the Vandal Speed loader, and finally the Raider stock. Amazing SMG, my favorite SMG in the game. Super strong, gets me a lot of kills, and I just really like it. Next, same thing, same dual wield Diamatis, and everything else is the same here besides the proximity mine. I tend to not really change my field upgrades that much. You know, I kind of just don't really even use them that much. The only time I use them is when I'm going for challenges for weapons. Just aren't that useful to me in my personal opinion. Next, we have my Bullfrog class. Now, this is an SMG that I really like the silencer on. I pretty much exclusively use the silencer on the Bullfrog. It just is a really good attachment. I have the sound suppressor, the 6.7-inch VDV reinforced barrel, the Spetsnaz grip, the Groot elastic wrap, and finally the KGB skeletal stock. You guys are seeing a pattern with my attachments. They're pretty much the same on all of my classes, but very strong class here. Again, everything is the same here as well. Next, I have my KSP class. I may do a best class set video on this weapon relatively soon. I know I said that quite a while ago, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I've been very busy with both my real life and videos. But again, I'll try and get a video here with this weapon pretty soon. But I have the Cobra dot sight. I really don't like the iron sights that much on this weapon. The SOCOM Eliminator muzzle, the 9.5-inch Ranger barrel, the Field Agent foregrip, and the Raider stock. Again, a lot of similarities to my classes. The only difference that I use the 9.5 Ranger grip, which improves bullet velocity instead of this one, because to me the KSP does not kill very fast. But this barrel makes it kill a little bit faster, which is always nice to see. And then again, everything is the same here, except I use Spycraft, which is a very underrated perk in this game. Here's everything that it does. It hacks enemy field upgrades. It makes you immune to the counter spy plane, jammer, field mic, tracker, and paranoia, and won't trigger proximity mines or gas mines, booby trap, enemy care packages. Insanely good perk. Reminds me a lot of Hardwired from Black Ops 3, which was, in my opinion, one of the more overpowered perks in that game. That was very underrated. So definitely recommend giving this perk a go. I know that it sacrifices Ghost, but it's worth it. Trust me, it's such a great perk. Next, I have my Mac 10. Jeez, my brain just completely forgot the name. Now, but this is my Mac 10 challenge class. I'm going for diamond on this weapon right now. Actually, no. Sorry. This is my actual Milano class. I mean, Mac 10 class. Jeez, man. Not my challenge class. I'll get to that in a little bit. But I have my the SOCOM Eliminator muzzle, the 5.3-inch Ranger barrel, the Field Agent grip, the 43 round speed mag, and finally the airborne elastic wrap. Love the Mac 10. Took me a little bit to get used to this weapon, but now that I have a pretty decent class with it, I'm starting to really like it. Have the Midnight M1911, which is a little bit of a different secondary, and then everything else is the same there. Now here's my XP grind class. This is a class that I was going to use quite a bit this weekend, but I haven't quite had the time. But after this video is done, I'm going to try and grind a little bit of double XP. But here is my Type 25 class. I do want to try and get these 3 weapon classes diamond, and again, we'll see about the LMGs and the snipers later, but for right now, I'm focusing on just these 3 weapon classes, because if I ever get bored of using ARs and SMGs only, I want to have the tactical rifles as an option. So for the Type 25, I have the Millstop Reflex Sight, the Spetsnaz Compensator, the 16.4 titanium barrel, the front grip, and finally the tactical stock. Haven't used this class, haven't really given it a try, but hopefully it's pretty good. I'm not really sure. Again, Midnight and 1911. Now here's my AK-74U sweat class. If I'm getting really annoyed, really frustrated, want to just try as hard as I can, I pull out this class. I may actually put this on to make it the professional class because it's just so good. But anyways, this is the best SMG in the game, arguably. Depends on who you are, but in my opinion, it is the best SMG in the game. The pros use it, and it's just the best. End of story. The Spetsnaz compensator, 8.4-inch rifled barrel, Spetsnaz speed grip, Grew elastic wrap, and finally the KGB skeletal stock. Again, this is the professional class for the AK-74U, so it's a very, very beast class. Again, everything is the same here. Next, we have my Mac 10. Jeez, I keep trying to say Milano. This is my challenge class, so this is something that I covered in the video, but I have the sound suppressor, 6.1-inch reinforced heavy barrel, SWAT 5mm milliwatt laser sight, field agent grip, and finally the 53-round fast mag, and then a base Diamatti, and then all this stuff is pretty much the same here. Here's my blueprint review series class. This changes all the time, so no point in covering it. Here's my LC10 class, beast weapon. You guys already know the drill. Probably going to get nerfed here soon. I actually haven't used it in a very long time, but I have the agency suppressor, the 11.9-inch reinforced heavy barrel, field agent grip, Vandal speed loader, and finally the no stock. But again, this is kind of a class I haven't used in a while, so I'll probably put the last attachment on here pretty soon. Again, same dual wield Diamattis, but just with a silencer, and then everything else is the same here. Last but not least, we have my Sniper Saturday class, which is actually just turned into an MP5 class for... actually, no, this isn't a real class. I just made this class for my video that I uploaded on Saturday, which was my Diamond SMG video. So anyway, guys, I know that went a little bit longer than I wanted it again, but those are all of my classes that I've been using this Prestige. They're kind of messy because I'm going for challenges and stuff, but once I hit probably Prestige 10 or 11 or 12 here in this year's Call of Duty game, I'll probably have Diamond ARs, Diamond SMGs. I already have Diamond SMGs, Diamond ARs, Diamond Tactical Rifles, so I'll probably already have a very, very solid class with all my best classes in it. So that will be soon. But anyways, now that we have all that done, we can go ahead and do the final thing of the video, which is go ahead and head down here to my player progression and go over here to the Prestige shop and pick out a calling card. So I'm trying to look, I always try and look through these to see which one I like here in the legacy cards. I wish that they would update this. Hopefully they do here soon, because, you know, there's a lot of cool classic calling cards that I'm sure a lot of people would like to get. But I've been lately, I think I have a thing where I'm doing, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do now for the rest of this, until I hit Prestige Master, of course, is I'm going to do one of these for a Prestige, then do one of these for a Prestige, one, and so on and so forth, like that. So now what I want to do is I want to get something for Prestige 7. So again, fun fact, as you guys know, as I said earlier in the video, I like all the Prestige 7 emblems in Call of Duty. I like this one a lot from Black Ops 1, but this is my favorite Prestige icon of all time from Black Ops 2. So hard to pick. I think I'm gonna go for Blackout Echelon 80. I never got there in actual Call of Duty. You know what? I'm gonna go for this one. I absolutely love this calling card. I love it, love it, love it. My favorite in all of Call of Duty history. Boom. We're getting it. Let's go ahead and equip that. And then we'll go back here, and then I'll show you guys what I have equipped here currently while I do the outro. So boom, there's what I have for right now. All that kind of stuff like that. So anyways, I'm going to go back over here and end the video. So anyway, guys, that is going to do it for my Prestige 7 video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. What level are you guys in Black Ops Cold War at the moment? What Prestige are you guys at? I know that I'm behind, and unfortunately, I don't think it's possible for me to catch up to the highest Prestige at the moment, which is really unfortunate. I kind of wish, in my opinion, what I wish that they would do is if you didn't hit that Prestige in that season, they would just bump you up to the highest Prestige so that you could just follow with everyone else. But it is what it is, I suppose. I'm trying my best to keep up as much as I can, but it's just going to be impossible at this point because we're going to constantly be adding 4 Prestiges every season. So next season, we're going to go up to Prestige 15, and I'm still going to be at Prestige, hopefully Prestige 9 by the end of this season, so I just won't be able to catch up, but it is what it is. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to check out any other previous Prestige videos, they will all be linked down below from the playlist in the description, as well as my previous episode will be at the end of the video as well. And I'll see you guys all on another Black Ops Cold War video very, very soon.